Nick Cannon Mornings on Power 106. It goes all the way up, and it is that time for up close and personal conversations. You know what it is. Cats that I admire, people that's doing it big, staying solid, and this dude is all of those and the above. Repping real heavy for Harlem. So just this guy kind of, to me, is the personification of what hip-hop should be and keeping it going. My dude, Dave East.
Yo,
what's good, my guy?
What up, baby?
Man, come on. It's been a minute since we got to chop it up. We always see each other moving,
right,
through these industry halls. But,
right,
yo, I always just respected how solid you stay out here, man. So it's exciting to not only see now you jumping into the acting game. We're going to chop it up about that. But then also, man, we got this survival pack.
Yeah.
Two hot ones.
Yeah.
And then one, like, I gotta ask you, man, like the Max B feature, and it's a vibe too. Like it's a joint where like I feel like y'all just having a conversation, man. Like how did this come about?
I know his brother.
Okay.
I kind of grew up with his brother, Ty Black, and he kind of put that together. I had been talking to Max. Even while he locked up, he called me or whatever, but I didn't know he could record in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be over the phone.
Right.
He like, nah, baby, I got this set up in here. Just send it through.
And it's official because you like, I done did records with like Vibes Cartel. We ain't even supposed to say how them records actually got done.
Right. I don't know how.
So it's like, we don't want to be blowing up nobody's spot, but is it, you know?
I don't know how.
However
he doing it, he doing it. That sounded like he was in the studio with me. But as soon as I heard the beat, I'm like, nah, I hit Max on this.
Yeah, man, that's fire, and that's just a little offering, you know what I mean? And then you got the joint with Gunna on there too, right?
Yeah, we just shot that video actually.
So is this leading up to something even bigger? Is it just
to my album? The album is called Survival, so that's why I put out the Survival pack.
And then so when can we expect the whole thing?
Soon, real soon.
Soon. So we just gonna cook up with every day, and then Shorty want to be a G.
Yeah,
but we gotta talk about this acting thing because obviously. You came through Wildin' Out, and I was like, oh, dude got personality. He not just a street cat with bars. He actually somebody who can get up there and talk that talk and joke and smile. So obviously being in front of the camera is something that you're very comfortable with.
Yeah.
Tell me how the whole Wu-Tang thing came about.
I had just shot a movie called Beats.
Okay.
With Anthony Anderson.
Yeah.
Dreezy. Chris Robinson directed it.
Yeah.
And then he directed the first episode of the Wu-Tang joint, so he reached out and was like, yo, you want to play meth?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? But people been telling me that.
They been saying
you look like Method Man, Chris Brown, like
right.
a mixture of these people. Like, I'm like, all right, whatever. So I just got into it. I always was a fan of Meth. Always kind of like idolized him. From the Wu-Tang era into him doing the Dolo era to him and Redman to the movies he was doing, all of that. He was one of the first ones that showed me from the real street rap to the transition.
Yeah, like to go from a street dude to actually being able to embrace this entertainment life. Now, did you get a chance to chop it up with Meth? Did you do any research based off of like
100%.
How to be Method Man?
I couldn't play that role unless I spoke with him or I really, you know what I mean? Because he was such a vibrant person. I didn't want to dim that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I had to really catch a vibe with him. I was on YouTube every day looking up old Method Man performances, Wu-Tang interviews, all that.
So you was doing the whole Takal dance and all that?
I did all the research I could do, man.
Man, I can't wait to see it. September 4th is when it kicks
Hulu.
off, right?
Yeah, you got to get a Hulu account.
Yeah, but that's easy. Like, even right now, like, cats don't even watch TV the same way that we came up and watching TV. Like stuff like Hulu, Netflix, and stuff. Even once you subscribe, you watch it on your own time. So I feel like even if somebody don't necessarily have Hulu right away, projects like this is gonna get they gonna see it.
It's gonna you gonna see it.
They gonna see it. So man, I can't wait to check you out in that. And man, we gotta just chop it up. Just how you been moving through the industry, man. Like being one of these dudes that people respect for they hip hop ability, they craft of MCing. How do you hold tight with that? Being in an environment when it ain't about lyricism, when it ain't about actually authenticity and certification from the streets, when you hold all of those, but you know it could be a dude that come up with that don't have none of that, and shoot right past you. Like you've been quite outspoken about how you feel and being true and standing on your square, but then at the same time you don't hate, but you speak your voice.
I feel like this era is like the best and the wackest at the same time. You know what I mean? Because it's like the money and all of that, the opportunities.
There's more money in hip hop than it's ever been before.
The things you could do with it now is like insane, but you can't have an opinion. Like it's that part of the game is gone.
Do you think you can't have an opinion? Because one thing I respect about you, and even you say what you say, but you don't never like be like, nah, I didn't mean it that way. You like, I feel this, I don't like this, and I'm going to keep it pushing.
Can't bust no
I feel like it's a lot of cats out here that try to speak their mind and have an opinion, and as soon as they get a call from their label, or as soon as people start going crazy on Twitter and stuff, then they start apologizing, acting like those weren't their true feelings. Like, to me, today in today's society, apologizing is not worth anything, because the only reason why you apologize is because you got in trouble.
The feedback you got, right?
Yeah, like you still feel that way.
Right.
You just like, oh, now I got to make these moves, and that's what someone like you, who is solid, who stands strong on it, can say what he want to say, and then it's gonna be a new news cycle tomorrow. But at least you were able to stay solid and stand on your square.
I think a lot of people don't want to how can I say this? Like miss out on something, or like miss out on the opportunity to work with somebody, and you might not even like that person or like their music, but they might be so big or so popular that you'll bypass how you feel about their music and be like, nah, we need to do something. I can't do that.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna speak for somebody who's kind of been on multiple sides of it, but being somebody at times where people be like, oh, that's the Nickelodeon kid. Right. Oh, that dude. And people actually not know who you are, but then once they get a chance to build with you or see that, even whether it's longevity or even just like, oh no, that dude's a real dude.
Right.
Like anybody that's comfortable with being they self, like, you a cat that's straight from Harlem, always comfortable being yourself. Right. You gotta respect somebody else who's
that's
doing
comfortable
it,
being themselves.
Who's comfortable with being themselves, and that's the thing. Like,
and it ain't gotta be street. That's my whole thing. Like, even with the street being my background, it don't just be you. Like, you ain't gotta. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to try to be something you're not.
Yeah, because and that, like I said, that's why I've always respected how you move. Because even you step outside the club or somebody put a camera in your face and they ask you about anything, you say how you feel.
Right.
Like,
I be catching slack for it, but it's like I don't know.
You're a real nigga.
Yeah,
like,
I just, you know what I mean? Like, you run down, I'm not gonna be like, oh, should I say this? I'm just, you know what I mean?
You shoot from the hip.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer it as best as I can. But
and it might not be something you agree with. But at least you can say, yo, that's how that person's feel. And I try to be that same type of individual. Like I have a lot of these platforms where I get up there and I say something, and a lot of times I might be joking, a lot of times I might be dead ass serious on some activism shit.
Right.
But it's like, at least all you got to do is respect the fact that I do have an opinion. So I believe people are scared to have opinions, but that makes cats like you kind of stand out, and it comes through in your music.
Speak your mind, man. That's my mom's and my pops told me that. You know what I mean? Speak your mind. Make people value your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
And do you ever hear that from, whether it's the label or even people that are just purely looking out for your career? Do they tell you like, man, you might want to chill, you might not say that?
I ain't never even. I get that more from like the spectators, you know what I mean, people like that.
Does Dave East pay attention to comments and what people say online? I was like, when I think about real street niggas, like they got real shit to worry about than what somebody's saying on fucking comments.
I just like clapping back. I be feeling like sometimes
like it's fun for you.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, like you like.
I take time out of my day and hit one person back.
Yeah, with something real slick,
something real crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing too. There's so many internet gangsters,
right?
And like, even I remember when like Twitter first came out in like 2009, and people would be saying super reckless shit, and I would really be like, yo, I want to pull up on
and
somebody.
Find them, right?
And then you realize it's like a 14-year-old, or it's like somebody who live in like, Nebraska. Loved everybody in the illest niggas in Nebraska. Shouts out to y'all. But I'm just saying, it'd be somebody that's so far removed from what you actually doing.
You'll never bump heads with them.
Yeah, so it's interesting that sometimes, but we'll see like 1,000 great comments,
right?
And it'd be that one motherfucking negative comment,
like, what?
that stick out.
What you said?
Like, what is it about artists that just make us want to like? I feel like we could be overly emotional sometimes. We're so used to the praise.
That's like basketball. If the whole gym could be a fan of you? Is that one person that
one
got something
cat.
to say? That one heckler in the corner?
Yeah.
You going to focus on him somewhat, or you going to hear him? You know,
Yeah.
even through all the love in the gym, you going to hear
I feel
that
like
one
it's
hater.
an energy thing.
Yeah.
Like if every frequency is going this way,
Why you going
see
this way?
one
Right.
frequency going that way, you gotta address that shit because you fucking up the wave.
That's a fact.
You like,
And I don't be want people to feel like they could just say anything.
they can just say anything.
You know what I mean?
Now, as a family man, as a father, as people like,
Right.
and people as a real guy, do you find sometimes that just the industry in itself gets in the way of you being able to be certified and to be that guy for, like, does that ever bother you? Like, man, I would in the street, I would never let that ride.
Right.
But you see a slick comment about your family member or about something that
Right.
just really, like any other forum,
Yeah.
it would go off.
go, yeah.
But you gotta let it go
It's the
because
internet.
you got so much at stake that you don't want to mess none of that up.
It's the internet, bro. I really look at the internet. Remember the Dave Chappelle episode when he walked in the internet?
Yeah,
That's how I look at the
that's
internet,
exactly
bro.
what
It's
it is.
like, it's really like
It's the Matrix for
you
real.
can't take none of that to heart. You can't take. I could post a picture of my daughter and they wish death or all kinds.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? All kinds on my
craziness.
daughter. I'm like, all right. If you take it serious, you be on a 24-hour mission.
Yeah, but
for-
they just look
for
for
people on
attention.
Instagram. Yeah, they want
they just want your acknowledgement, and that's like when somebody wants a piece of the shine. Sometimes you offer it to them, but when you know you control your own energy, you control your destiny. That's why you moving the way you moving.
Right.
And I honestly gotta say, man, I commend everything
I appreciate
that you
that.
doing.
Right.
I've been a fan since the gate. We chopped it up about that before. Just bringing the music, like the Keisha joint, still is just one of my favorite. Cause I'm a fan of storytelling hip hop. You know what I mean?
Me too.
And anytime a cat can get in there and do, and it's funny too, cause for whatever reason, a lot of my records I always reference Keisha too.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I should jump on that just joint. Like we
Get on
talking
that.
about the same
Remix
Keisha.
that, man.
Yeah, so it's still in the works. So you might hear one of those joints because Keisha's a motherfucker.
Yeah, she is.
But speaking of hip hop, man, I always ask cats when they come here because it's a true, real conversation.
Right.
Who inspires you? Dave East top 5. It ain't got to be the greatest of all time. It's
Right.
just the top 5 cats that you listen to, that you fuck with.
That inspired me.
Yeah.
Styles P.
That's a real one.
P, Nas, Hove,
Right.
Biggie.
Okay, you got one more. I love the fact that you put Styles in there.
That's my
and not
favorite.
even like Jada. You know what I mean?
nah.
Like, cause I've heard Jada in a lot of top
I love
5s.
Kiss, but SP my favorite
But
rapper.
Styles, that's love right there.
SP. One more. Pac. I put Pac.
Yo,
in there.
that top 5 right there, just a lyricist, I'll put that up against
I put Pac. in there.
anybody's top 5 right there.
Yeah, that's dangerous 5.
That's a dangerous 5 right there. That's crazy. Well, man, I always say this. I got the vest on.
Who your top 5?
I'm
gonna do the interview now.
Yeah,
Who your top
that's a
5?
conversation. Ain't no interview. I always no order, and I gotta say, Pac, Hove.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna do order. My number 1, Pac, hands down.
Okay.
My number 2, Eminem.
Okay.
People get surprised that I say that
He
shit.
be in and out my top 5 though,
Yeah.
so it's kind of sometimes.
I mean,
say
just
him,
like
sometimes I
he's
won't.
Elvis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't deny the numbers, you can't deny the impact. Like all his kids that he birthed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta give him.
Whole-
And
he birthed the culture.
Yeah, and then when you just talk about just straight lyricism,
You
like
can't rap with him.
like battle for battle, you
Can't rap with him.
that and the fact that. I gotta give it to him. His cadence, he
him is
fucks
different.
it up when it comes to like he can do that
And be clear. You can
but
hear
like
him.
even on like when he wanna like really switch his shit up, he's ill. So I give him number 2. Then I go Hove.
Jay.
Just
You gotta be on there.
yeah. Then I'm gonna go Cube.
Ice Cube. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go Cube.
Which Cube though?
Oh, I'm straight.
Just Cube totally.
Kill at
or
will, like
Alright,
you know, America KKK,
Alright,
like that cute. I mean,
early Cube.
yeah,
alright.
early cute. But I'm just saying, and for what he's done now, the nigga
Oh, yeah, of
owns
course.
a basketball
Nah,
league.
I just seen him on Brian Gumble.
Yeah.
I said, oh, nah, this
That's
different.
what I'm saying. Like we chopped it. We had this same conversation, and
Right.
like even hearing his top 5 was ill too. But like he's one of them dudes that is just taking it from being on the FBI list to being able to own a basketball league. And put so many people on. So I got to give it to Cube. And
that's tough. That's the first time I heard Ice Cube. Yeah. And somebody talk
people
like
don't
that.
give him the respect, man. Yeah. So and then just bar for bar from writing Boys in the Hood, just for writing Cruising Down the Street and My 6'4". Like that, he wrote that. Like that's just real shit.
Right.
But then my last one, damn. I go, it's tough. It's super tough for that last one. I'm gonna say Andre 3000.
3K?
Like just as a fan.
I ain't mad at that.
But then I go, I teeter from Andre. At some point we gonna have to give Drake the credit that what he deserves. Nobody's saying it now. But in the long scheme of the amount of hits that motherfucker wrote and and the amount of bodies, he really got. You got like Drake went up against Common. Drake went up against Meek. Drake got bodies and they don't give him respect because he the R&B nigga and he light skinned and all that. But when you think about him and 3000, I might shift that eventually. Not yet.
Yeah.
Like
I ain't mad at that.
Not yet, but that's I got a different top 5. I know.
I ain't mad at that.
But that's why I respect the fact that cats, Styles P, like
P.
And you be like, God damn.
I always catch that reaction. They be like, Styles.
Nah, that's it. Because I hear Jada often. I definitely hear Jada, but to hear P and like, yo, they bar for bar. Like Jada's more punchline, but Styles' delivery and his approach on how you believe every fucking thing Styles says when he rhyming. And that goes back to like your authenticity. Like every time I hear you on the record, like, nah, he really mean that.
Right.
And that now, and because I got my little fire and squad questions coming up, but I always wanted to know this about a cat like you who stays true to the culture. Mm-hmm. Is Dave East ever thinking about catching that wave? Catching that? Are you like? I know you did records with Breezy, and, like you got records that play on the radio. Mm-hmm. But are you ever looking at like, yo, I want that Drake run, or I want that radio hit, does that ever really go through your mind? Or you just comfortable being?
If it come,
so you ain't mad at it, like, cause it come with a hell of a bag.
I ain't about to chase it. If
you just want it to be authentic.
If it come, it come.
So in the studio session with you, and somebody sends you a beat, or are you when you throw something on, you like, yo, this about to be a smash, or like, no, this about to be some real shit? Like, how do you pick that?
However the beat, like, I let the beat talk to me. Like, so wherever the beat, whatever zone the beat put me in, or whatever mindset it put me in, I talk about that.
Right, but you ain't looking to jump on none of them. Because we know a record,
this is my whole thing.
They send a radio record through with the hook already on it.
I ain't against it, though. See, that's the thing with me. I'm not against it.
Right.
It's not that I wouldn't do it, but I'm not chasing that. I'm not out here like, yo, I need one of them. I ain't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it come, it come.
It's just the music.
I'm more into music that's going to be around.
Yeah.
Stuff that people could like grow up to, and like the music that I enjoyed and that inspired me. I'm trying to recreate some of that, or just in my own way, where it's.
I think that's that like it's not a short sprint. You in it for the long game.
Everybody not in the club. Everybody not listening to the radio.
Yeah.
You know? So I gotta keep.
You make that music niggas could roll up too. And just be like, yo, I vibe off this in a real way.
Just a good vibe, man. Just a. I want to make music that make you think a little bit. Like, just provoke your thoughts a little more, make you think about your own life, your own homies.
Yeah.
What you going through, how you gonna try to get to where you going. Like, I'd rather make that.
There it is, man. We rocking with Dave East, up close and personal conversations on Power 106, Nick Cannon Mornings. But I can't let my guy out of here. This my man. But y'all see, I still got the vest on. It's hot as fuck in this vest because we shooting shots. The firing squad. We just gonna ramble off some questions, and whatever come to your mind, just answer them.
Bet.
Shoot from the hip. Loved or feared?
Feared.
Ooh. All right. So speaking of fears, what's one of Dave East, or what's your greatest fear if you have any?
My greatest fear?
Yeah.
Damn, yo. I never. My greatest fear is not watching my daughter grow up.
That's real. That's the heart of a father right there.
Around her.
I feel that. Lighten it up. Favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant? I think I got a new one, man.
What's that?
I fell in love with STK.
Oh, okay.
In the city.
Yeah.
And lobster mac is like...
Lobster mac and cheese is crazy.
It's something else.
There it is. All right, so best piece of advice Dave East has ever received?
Best piece of advice... probably from my dad. You always say stay solid.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what you're going through or how life come at you, don't let it fold. Don't fold. You know what I mean? Like just stay, whatever that is. You
10
know what I mean?
toes
Like,
down.
Yeah, just stay. I mean, like just know that it ain't gonna always be dark.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Absolutely. Worst piece of advice?
Worst piece of advice.
Well, you're in the industry. I know some people that told you some bullshit.
Worst piece of advice. Probably came from a jeweler.
You gotta get this. Come on, these is VVS.
Probably from a jeweler.
Get it all right now.
And you know what it is with like advice? I take it. I listen to everybody, but I don't. If I don't feel like it got nothing to
No
it,
weight to
yeah,
it.
no
You
weight
just
to it.
keep
I'm
it
like,
moving.
all right,
That's,
man,
that's a wise man right there.
Keep it pushing.
All right, so favorite cuss word?
Fuck.
That is everybody's favorite cuss word. Be like, yo, fuck that, whatever it is. All right, Davies is on an island. He only could take 3 things. What he taking with him?
Oh, man. I'm on an island. I can only bring 3 things. I need my charger.
You all right? Always need one of them to plug into the sand.
I need some weed in case there's some bullshit weed out
Facts.
there. And probably some condoms.
There it is. Well, you hope it's some island chick.
Some island.
And a mermaid might
mermaid
swim up
might come
on
up
you.
out the water.
You know that mermaid pussy could be dangerous.
Mermaid might swim about the water. Need to be strapped. You
Speaking
know
of, man, and because this is still part of the firing squad, so we'll just start with this.
Right.
Childhood crush.
My childhood crush, Holly Berry.
Right. Now, that's everybody. We was all there. Now, cats are, I don't do interviews. We have conversations, but I've seen in some of your interviews, they like to bring up the ladies and and things, and you handle it well. You know what I mean? I done got caught up in the bullshit many times sitting in that seat. And people ask about what celebrity I'm talking to or who I'm dating, and the shit will always go bad. So I've learned to just because I'm solid. I don't lie.
Right.
I don't deny shit. And I try to answer every question as it's posed to me.
Right.
So I'm not going to give them more information than they need because I know there's going to be repercussions to whatever the conversation
whatever
is.
you say.
How the fuck do you deal with that, and how do you do it so well?
I shut up. I came in it early.
But you just said you solid, so.
Yeah, but everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm learning.
That's real player talk right
everything
there.
Ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That we get off the air, you want to chop it up. You do that all day. But for the world to hear, that's what I learned. I used to come out the gate and be like, they would throw names out, and I'd be like,
I did the same thing.
And then I wake up the next morning like, oh, why did I say that? Or why did I even answer that? Like,
I'll be telling you, in this building right here might have ruined my marriage. This motherfucking, at this fucking station, talking too motherfucking much on and answering trying to play the game. Yeah, fuck that too.
Answer everything.
You get home, be like, what? That was for the radio. Nah, like.
Hold that shit down, man.
You do not have to put all your business out there on the street. But dealing with the fact that, obviously you a guy in the streets, tall cat, always, like, you probably always had your way in with the ladies. But was it a whole different world for you when you came in and just, like, literally being like ladies just all over you? Like, even before you got in here, girls was like, oh, ask him about this. Or is he? I'm not asking him none of that shit. Like, I don't really care about it. But when I saw, I was like, oh, he got the wave. Like, is it nothing but chicks at your shows?
It was a shift. I'm from the projects, man. So it's like, it wasn't that flood like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those were still the.
He was like, oh, they on
Yeah, you used to have to be on a hunt. I used to have to be on a
they
real
biting
hunt.
out this, not throw the pole in on every time they in the boat. Like,
I used to have to really hunt and like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it ain't like that. I remember the first time when we first chopped it up, I was like, yo, man, you ready for this? He's like, man, I just be chilling.
I just be chilling.
I stole that. I was like, yo, we should do a record call, yo. I just be chilling. Like,
that keep you out of mad trouble.
Like, yo, what about? Nah, I just be chilling. Like, it's the perfect answer. And in the Fire Squad, the last question, the best word that describes Davies.
Genuine.
There you have it.
It's genuine.
A genuine dude, a genuine conversation. I appreciate you, my guy.
Always.
Dave East, make sure y'all watch that whole Wu-Tang Saga.
4th.
Starting on the 4th, going down on Hulu. And, of course, get that Survival Pack right now. Both of them joints is crazy. We in here. Power 106, Nick Cannon Morning.